Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244 and welcome to the One Too Many Assassination Challenge. This takes place in Haven Island. It's a brand new challenge that come out today. This will unlock you the cocktail shaker. It's a brand new item. And then the task is to eliminate all 3 targets while they are poisoned. So this is the loadout I'm going for. I'm going to go for the default loadout, apart from we're going to swap out the fiber wire for a lockpick. Any lockpick will do. We'll start at the result here. So the premise of the challenge is basically you need to put all 3 targets in a poisoned state before you actually take them out. You can't use... you have to make sure they're hermetically poisoned before you then take them out. So you can't just automatically go straight for a lethal poison. That doesn't work. Trust me, I've tried it. So what we're going to do is make sure they're all in a poisoned state before we actually do take them out. So what we're going to do is first head over to this room over here. Close the door behind you, and we're going to open up this door and take out our pistol, shoot behind the door so we can shoot that bit of glass. In there's going to be an emetic syringe and a lethal poison pill jar. We're not going to need the syringe, but we are going to need the lethal poison pills, so we're going to use that for the ultimate kill in the end, and that's going to get us the challenge. Now you can do this in multiple ways, and I'll explain that at the end when it comes to it, but... Next thing we're going to need is to get this poison flower right here, which is going to be an emetic poison flower. So grab that. And we need to get access to this building to our right. So using your lockpick the door. And to the left of the room, there's going to be some rat poison. Go ahead and grab that. So we have now 2 sets of emetic poison and 1 lethal pill jar. Now, all we need to do is get inside the villa and get all 3 targets together. Now, this is very similar to the Silent Assassin Suit Only guide that I did a couple of years back, and it's a good way of getting all 3 targets together. However, it does take a while for them all to get into the same position, but this is relatively quite straightforward, and we're not going for Silent Assassin with this. It doesn't work with Silent Assassin for various reasons, but it doesn't really matter in terms of this challenge. So once you get over to this section, I'm going to check out that camera by just shooting it out. And then we're going to leap over this wall. Right in front of you, there's going to be some rolled up newspaper. Go ahead and grab that. And then take out your coin and throw it over here. Just under the staircase. That's going to distract this guard over here. We need to grab his disguise. One thing I found, which is a little bit strange, is momentarily we're going to knock him out with a newspaper. I throw it at his head. And... I think they've made a change with this newspaper, or it might be going crazy, but usually when you throw the newspaper at someone and you knock them out, it actually knocks them out, but for some reason it only knocks them down now. I don't know if that's a change or it's just always been like that. I just haven't noticed. I'm not sure. Either way, knock him out. And then go ahead and grab his disguise and grab the coin that you also threw a little bit earlier. Next, take out your pistol, use your instinct, and shoot through the glass there and shoot out the evidence. Therefore, you don't have to care about the cameras from here on out. Next step is to grab the keycard to get down into the underground lab. And the keycard is just going to be on this table right here. No one's going to give you any hassle, so it's perfectly fine. Now we need to gain access to the lab itself. So go over by the wall. You'll see something on the wall like this. And then go ahead and swipe the keycard, and then slide down the ladder. This is going to gain you access to the laboratory. Next we need to do now is sabotage the whole area. So before we do that, we are going to poison the entire area and to get everyone out. So we have enough time to do that. So go ahead and poison the vents with any emetic poison that you have, whether rat poison or the flower. That's going to turn the whole room green, and it's going to make everyone in that room sick, and everyone's going to leave. Now, to remove that effect, we're going to turn off the ventilation system. Now we can go inside the lab. Now, there's 4 particular processing unit racks you've got to pull. And here is the what you don't have to do. You can do them in any order you want, but this is the order I did. So go ahead and pull all 4 of them. And once you've done all that, it will trigger like a system failure. And that's going to... summon all 3 targets to the lab. And there we go. Now the only downside to this at this point is it does take a while for all 3 targets to get into this room. But, you know, as long as you're a little bit patient, it's perfectly fine. You just got to wait a couple of minutes. The slowest person, of course, is Ludmilla. She doesn't start running until Tyson Williams and both Stephen Bradley are at the computers. So, I don't know why. I don't know why all three don't run. I mean, Tyson is just very casually walking, but he does eventually get to the lab. But for the benefit of the video, I'm going to skip to the point where they're actually in the laboratory. So here's the third and final target to enter. And we're just going to wait for a guard to go past as well. So, next thing we want to do now is go ahead and poison the ventilation system again, making sure that no one's looking at you while you do it. And use the emetic poison again, whether it be the flower or the rat poison. That's going to put them all in an emetic state. Then we're going to turn it off, and then we're going to poison the ventilation system with the lethal poison, and then turn it back on. So all three of them will be in an emetic state. Give it a few seconds before you turn it off, and then put the lethal poison back in. So the whole room will turn red. All three targets will be taken out, and then you'll have the challenge pop up for you in the top right corner of your screen. And the reason why it hasn't done that for me is because I already recorded it earlier, and I wanted to do a video on it, which I did, and I realized it was in HDR, and it was all washed out, and it was horrible. I had to do the re-recording. But I assure you, it popped up for me as I did that. You can do it an alternative way as well. You can actually use an explosive if you want to, or something like that, or you can use gas device. Any way you want to, as long as you take all three of them at the same time. Now this unlocks you the cocktail shaker, a classic cocktail shaker, good for mixology and for knocking out your targets. But I assure you, this weapon isn't that great. Spoilers. But this is what it looks like in game. So, just looks like a water bottle, really. This is what it looks like close up. And this is what it really does in action. You can't really do much with it. It's one of the most disappointing items we've ever unlocked in a game. Yes, it can knock people out, but you can't pick it back up. And once you throw it once, that's it. It's gone. And I don't know why they've made it like this, but yeah, that's literally it. It's I'm out of things to say about it, really, because honestly, what is there to say about this? It's the most... I mean, I expected something to be quite bad, but not quite this bad. This is like... It's on the same level as a crystal ball. And that got memed back in the day. Because it's, again, it's one of those things where you use it once and it breaks and that's it. And this is the same thing. The same thing. You've got this tool. It's only good for one knockout and that's it. It's broken. And 47 drops it. Even if you want to use it as a distraction, you throw it and you can't pick it back up again. Again, it's broken, so you can't pick it back up again. I don't see the point of this. When is this ever going to be any use or be used by anybody? What were they thinking? I don't know. I really don't get it. I really do not get it. And it's another one. Unfortunately, it's another one for the creek. How disappointing. I really don't understand what they're thinking when it comes to these unlocks. They need to, I don't know, they need to think of something better than this, because it's at the moment it's just not cooking. But anyway, that's how you unlock the item if you want to use it. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on what you think about this item and what you thought about the challenge overall, and let me know your ideas of ways you can unlock this challenge. Again, as long as they're in the poison state, you can take them out any way you like. I just thought the lethal poison, or alternatively an explosion, would be the best idea of taking all three of them out at the same time. But it's entirely up to you. You have the premise of what you need to do, and that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified of all future videos and live streams. Consider supporting me on Patreon, or even becoming a member of the channel to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.